of people had this game circled this week. Two of the best teams so far squaring off here in Week 5. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Got a man. Palmer has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll run here on first down. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Herbert from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He gets 6 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has it at the 7. He goes the distance, touchdown, LA! The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete out to the right side. Keeps it moving. To the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Herbert on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Bears bringing out an extra defensive back or two. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on the punt on fourth. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. New set of downs for him from the 46. Williams to throw on first. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 2nd down. To throw is Williams. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Flushed out of the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. He has the 1st over the middle. Touchdown, Chicago. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10, Herbert. Into the hands of Likely. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. On first down, they'll run. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon into the red zone. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a two-score game early. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying the right side. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Herbert now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They send a man in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to it. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Brandon Jones up for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. The give now to White. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Henley. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, Williams. Fits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Running on 2nd with White. They'll drive it forward but won't get beyond the line. Play made by Deron Payne. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Williams. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Out of the gun, White. Will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 18. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Bears pick it up. Headed the other way. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here?
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. On 3rd down, Herbert. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bears and Rachaad White ready to take over once again. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Bears are going to take over deep in their own territory. First down throw by Williams. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. It's White on the give. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Williams on the play action. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Rolling into enemy territory. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 30. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's second down. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Williams from the gun. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Motioning him from the slot right. Looking for a pass on second and short. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Herbert from the gun. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. Throw on third down. Catch is made down the right sideline. Gets it to the 15. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers make it an 18-point game.
Chargers 17.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Williams to throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense to the line for second down. White trying this straight ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That run gets him 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. The Chargers send wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Oh, put some heat on this deep, big game downfield. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, here's Herbert. That's complete to Dobbins. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Taken in by Likely. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. From the red zone now. Completed to Davis. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal. Herbert now, blitz coming. Has it down close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers make it an 11-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him! And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Into the hands of Likely. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To throw, Herbert. That's caught for the 1st. And he breaks into enemy territory. On a huge gain. Herbert on 1st down. Finding Davis. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Now Herbert again. On the move, headed right. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion here. So we hit. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw is Williams. It's into the hands of White. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Williams from the gun. Flush down out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 41. Williams on the play action. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 1st down.
So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Williams will look to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down. Back to the air. Herbert. Davis there to grab it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Option give here. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Into traffic, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Running back, motioning right. Has the connection to Adunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They'll go left side here with White. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now here's Williams. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears leading by 7. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Another carry for him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Caught quick right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They send a receiver in motion right. Up the middle, here goes White. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Carney's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And with the start they had in that 1st quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put...
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found and